As I mentioned in my previous video, the EAG is placed on the bridge of the nose. It's a sentient organism that guides a guardian, feeding them knowledge. It was created by a scientist named Marley Williams in the year 2130. The EAG is basically a sign of power, like a crown, for example. The EAG is the one that can determine whether or not the winner of the election is fit or not to rule. If the EAG declared said person to be unfit, then it will kill the elected official and use its body as a vessel to rule for their term. Though it's only happened a handful of times throughout history. Now, if it were to declare the official fit, then the process would be a little something like this. First, the elected guardian would function as normal and go on with their agenda. Then, as the time passes and the EOG feeds off of the person's lifespan, the EOG will influence their choices, and such as their term goes on, adding things it thinks the world would need and tweaking the agenda. By the time their term is over, they are left as a hollow husk of their former selves. After the elections, which are only a thing because they want to give the impression that the public have some sort of say, there would be an appointment ceremony as soon as deemed fit to rule, which is heavily influenced by religion and seen as sacred. Anwar here is the current guardian. I mentioned him briefly in my last vid, but I guess I could talk about him more. I actually got inspo for him from Trump. So far, Anwar has been in rule for about a half a year, so he is at the beginning stages of what the EAG will do to him. Anwar is 50 years old and just a terrible person. Y'all better not think he's some fine shit or something. I covered everything. So feel free to ask questions in the comments if y'all have any LOL.